Look around any major international airport today. As schools, colleges, and online platforms expand across borders, they are creating a vacancy list that spans nearly every continent, seeking educators who can step directly into diverse classrooms. By 2026, the industry has standardized its requirements around updated curriculum and practical classroom management. Because modern online programs now meet these specific professional criteria, they have achieved full global recognition from international hiring bodies. A low-cost, generic credential is often flagged for immediate rejection by automated resume filters. Bypassing this requires the upper path. Combining targeted certification with practical skills moves you through screening into an international classroom. Investing in a specific credential ensures your application reaches human eyes. Today, international schools prioritize applied teaching methodologies. Proving you can handle a real-world classroom environment is what separates a successful candidate from the rest of the applicant pool. Acknowledging the need for a targeted certificate is the first step, but the sheer volume of options, from TEFL to special education, can create a significant decision-making bottleneck. Enrolling in a course based solely on marketing hype often leads to a mismatch. You may find yourself with a credential that doesn't align with the specific pedagogical needs of your preferred school. A more effective strategy is reverse engineering your career. You identify the specific classroom environment you want to work in, and then work backward to select the qualification required for that space. Define your target student age group, the level of geographic flexibility needed, and your current professional experience stage. Aligning these personal factors with the correct certification route ensures that your training investment translates directly into job offers. This comparison matrix evaluates the 5 core certification paths by their target learners, curriculum focus, and career suitability. The first row focuses on TEFL and TESOL. These programs are designed specifically to prepare educators to teach English to non-native speakers. This route offers the highest level of geographic flexibility. It opens doors to language schools in dozens of countries and provides a strong foundation for remote or online teaching. The trade-off is that this market is exceptionally crowded. Furthermore, this qualification generally restricts you to language instruction rather than core academic subjects. TEFL is a highly effective tool for global mobility. However, standing out in this saturated market requires commitment to continuous upskilling beyond the initial certificate. If your goal is to teach core subjects within a structured school environment, the focus moves towards specialized early years education. On our matrix, the Montessori and early childhood education rows highlight a focus on young learners. These curricula emphasize child-led learning and the fundamentals of developmental psychology. Completing these paths makes you a high-priority hire for premium international preparatory schools that utilize these specific educational frameworks. The trade-off is professional specialization. You will be working almost exclusively with younger children, and you must be prepared to follow very specific pedagogical guidelines. Specializing in the early years provides a high degree of job security at prestigious institutions, provided you are willing to commit your career to this specific age bracket. For established teachers, advanced certification routes provide a way to increase both their salary potential and their overall classroom impact. The bottom rows of the matrix cover special education and educational leadership. Special education training focuses on inclusive practices, behavioral support, and individualized student assessment. These qualifications lead to specialized inclusive education roles or high-paying administrative and supervisory positions within international school systems. Note the primary trade-off. Top-tier schools typically require significant classroom experience before they will consider a candidate for these leadership or specialist roles. These advanced certifications offer a high return on investment, but they function best as accelerators for an already established teaching career. Regardless of the certificate you hold, international principals use the interview process to look for specific, practical skills that go beyond what is written on your resume. This checklist highlights the 4 non-negotiable standards: classroom management, inclusive practices, tech and AI literacy, and practical methodologies. Finding these skills requires careful research before you enroll. You need to verify that your chosen institute focuses on applied teaching strategies rather than strictly theoretical knowledge. To translate an online course into professional competence, many successful educators utilize the LPRI framework. This framework is a continuous cycle. You learn the theory, practice it in a simulated or local setting, reflect on the results, and improve your approach. This cycle generates the content for your professional portfolio. By using local volunteering or simulated lessons to complete this cycle, you build a portfolio of lesson plans and reflection journals that prove your abilities to a potential employer. Using this framework turns your study time into a professional practicum. It provides the concrete, practical evidence schools need to see that you can confidently manage a classroom on day one. This final chart organizes the decision process by mapping experience against career focus. TEFL and TESOL occupy the entry-level generalist quadrant, matching those seeking maximum geographic mobility. Montessori and early childhood education sit in the entry-level specialist quadrant, the optimal path for early years pedagogy. Special education and educational leadership fall into the veteran specialist quadrant, designed for experienced teachers seeking higher level or niche roles. While your location on this chart identifies your ideal course, remember that the certificate provides entry into the hiring pool. It does not substitute for the work of the job itself. A targeted certificate ensures your resume passes the automated screening. However, your portfolio of applied practical skills is what ultimately earns you a position in the international classroom.